2025 is coming soon. Actually, when I am filming this, it is coming in less than a week. So it is scary, but at the same time I'm very excited because I always get motivated by the new year. New year kind of equals new beginnings to me. In this video, I am going to tell you about my dreams that I would like to achieve in 2025 and maybe in the future. I think dreams are very important to someone's mental health. You can call it dreams or goals. I don't like the word goal because it feels like a chore to me. Dream is more poetic in a way. As you may or may not know, I am a writer. I love writing stories. I've been writing ever since I've learned how to read and write actually. I've been writing for a very long time. I've always wanted to write a book and to finish it. One goal that is even bigger than finishing a book, because I've never done that, I've never went until the end of a book, is publishing a book. That is one of my biggest goals in life. I would love to publish a book. I think it is important to me because it would mean that I am proud enough of my writing and work and energy that I put into the book. I'm proud enough of it to share it to others because I have never really shared my writings. I've never done it because I was always ashamed. I feel like I could do so much better. If I publish it, that means I'm proud of what I've done and I would love that to happen. Next dream is growing my YouTube channel into a full-time career. This is a big one too. I would love it to be true, but this is so hard. I'm not saying making videos or editing is hard, but the algorithm isn't always on your side and it's a big part of chance and skills because you have to learn most of the stuff by yourself. I don't believe anyone can make YouTube a career because it takes time. Sometimes it's depressing because you spend so much time filming and editing a video that gets like 20 views. And it's really depressing and you have to keep going. Another thing I would love is to become fluent in multiple languages. I am French and I obviously also speak English, but I would love to learn Korean and Spanish. I am more advanced in Korean than Spanish because Spanish I've just never took any lessons. I've done German my whole life since I was in 6th grade, I think. And I cannot speak German. This is just not possible. I hate the language. I don't like the experience of learning this language. And I don't think it is as useful as Spanish can be. Korean is because I love the Korean culture. I'm a K-pop fan. You have to be interested in the language to learn it. I have never, ever been interested in any sort of way by German. I have been studying it for like 7 years and I can't make a right phrase. Like my sentences are horrible. I don't want to talk about it. It's actually embarrassing. And yeah, I would love to use them in my career, whether it be YouTube or another career that I might have, because I don't think I'm gonna be a full-time YouTuber because when I'm comparing myself, and I'm not comparing myself in like a bad way. I think there is a good and a bad way to compare yourself to others, but when I compare myself to the other YouTubers, I'm just not as good. Let's be honest, I'm so bad at vlogging. I always want to vlog, but I never film what I do. Like, this is crazy. I love watching vlogs, but I cannot vlog for the life of me. I'm not vlogging anything because I always forget to film. I think this can be improved, but I just feel like I'm not as good, or I don't have the YouTuber spirits. Maybe it will come. What I'm saying is some YouTubers start with a really thick base. Like my base is so thin. And some YouTubers have one that's thick. They know how to edit, they know how to color grade, they know how to vlog because they've had more experience. I would love to travel solo to a dream destination of mine and vlog the whole experience. But as I said, to do this I have first to get better at vlogging, second to get the money because this is expensive. The destinations I'm talking about is like New York, Miami, Toronto, I'm talking Switzerland, I'm talking Korea. Like, this is expensive. I'm living in France and I have to take the plane, and just the plane is so expensive, and then I have to take hotels and I have to pay for the food. This is very expensive and I don't got any funds. I'm broke as fuck. So this is not coming soon, but I hope this will come someday. I would love to earn a law degree. I was gonna say I don't know why, but I know why. This is so interesting and it feels great to know that you have learned so much that you earn a degree. And I've heard law students talk. They are so good at talking, they are so eloquent, and I would love to be that girl that just knows how to speak, that you cannot argue with because she's always going to tear you apart. Eloquence and just knowledge is so cool to me. It is so cool to be eloquent and just know how to speak well. And I would love to improve my English too, because I am realizing slowly that I am not as good as I thought I was. So this is a bit embarrassing. Going back to the writer stuff, I would love to go on a writing retreat in like a cabin or something. That would feel so good, like a week somewhere in the mountain or wherever, just to write. And I'm just in the mood, in the woods or something, and it would be so awesome. I keep thinking about it, like just a dedicated space and time to write and just get my writing done, hit my word counts. This would be so great. But again, I don't have any funds, so please sponsor me. Another big dream of mine would be to have my own house or apartment, somewhere where I live alone or with a significant other, whether it be my girlfriend or a friend. I would love to have my own home, to have my own place where I can just do whatever I want, literally, with the decoration, with staying up late or waking up early. I really want to live alone too. This is a big dream of mine for some reason, but I think I am an introvert. I can be more outgoing sometimes, but I just love my time alone and I crave it very much. I don't like being surrounded by people all the time, even people that I like very much. I just need my alone time sometimes. And I think living with someone would be so overstimulating to me personally. So one of my big dreams would be to live alone in an apartment or a house with a scenic view. If possible, I would love to like have a beautiful view, whether it be buildings or a beautiful landscape, a farm or something. I don't know, really, I'm not really picky. I just want it to be very light. I want a lot of natural light to come into my house, because my room here, you can see, I just have 2 windows here and there is not much light coming in, which makes my room very dark most of the time, and it's not the vibes. I don't like it. I'm very grateful for my room. I have a room of my own. I am very grateful. But if I am moving into my own house, this is something I would reconsider. Natural light and the sun coming in my room would be so cool. Now, something that might be coming in 2025 is creating a podcast. I am a professional yapper. I can yap for hours on end. I talk to myself all the stinking time. I have so much ideas of podcast episodes that I want to film, but it is coming. It is coming. It is coming in the second half of 2025, or if I'm really late, it's coming in 2026, the first half of 2026. Like, in these vibes. I am so excited about it. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, but creating a podcast is something that's been very recent, like 2 or 3 years, compared to for how long I've wanted to do YouTube. This is very fresh and it excites me. It's making me very happy just to think about it, just to share my experience, to make it less of a visual video but more of a thinking video, you know? Because if I'm doing it, it's going to be a video podcast that I'm going to post probably on this channel or a separate channel for the podcast. so it would be on video, and this would just be so different from my usual videos where I put subtitles, where I do some effects, some transitions, sometimes cinematic views. This would just be chill. I would love to learn pottery, dancing, and especially photography. Photography is just so awesome. I'm sorry, I don't have a very big range of words to describe how cool and amazing I find something, so I'm very much repeating the same words over and over, like this is so cool, this is so awesome, this is so great. I have to develop my vocabulary. I'm working on it, I'm sorry. Anyways, learning photography, dance or pottery would be so great to me because I love learning new things. I love learning things that I am interested in learning. Unlike German. I don't like German. I don't want to ever hear about it again. I'm sorry, German people. I love you, but your language just doesn't speak to me. Literally. No. Don't talk to me about German. I'm going to focus on photography because this is the one that is the most accessible for me because I've got a camera that can also take photos and I also have a phone, which makes it easier to take photos because for pottery I would have to take classes and I don't got any classes that are near to my home. And dance, I have tried it and I have failed multiple times, but I'm still willing to learn. But it's such a beautiful art. I would love to learn, but I don't like the fact that in most of the classes I took you have to do something big at the end of the year, like a representation or something. I don't like that. I just want to take my classes and evolve in peace. Like, let me just learn the basics and some funny stuff and let me just grow in peace. I don't want to do a full show of me dancing. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Volunteering, this is such... I would love to do that, but I never took the time to really get into it, but I would love to volunteer for some things, like especially the environment or education or equal rights for all people. These are causes that are very close to my heart, and I feel bad for not putting actions because I am actively doing what I can to make my values heard and seen, but I'm not volunteering in associations or stuff like that, and I would love to. This is something that I think would make me feel good, but I'm just so scared to talk to people and get into it. This is something I could do in 2025 actually. Maybe I'll vlog the experience if I get better at vlogging. Going on a road trip, this is such a crazy one. This is such an American thing, I feel. But going through a road trip in America, it feels like a dream. I would love to go with my girls, just ride and sleep in tents and explore the little cities and go to the beach. I don't know, this is a dream that I would love to achieve, but again, this is fuck-ass expensive. Like, first of all, America is very far away from where I live, which is France. Renting cars are fucking expensive and all the other stuff. Like, you have to, I think for a 3-week road trip, you have to spend at least, I think, 6,000. I'm talking plane tickets, renting cars, food, maybe hotels, maybe material, gas, so many things to think about and to save up for. I would love to stargaze and see the northern lights. This is such a basic one. This is a classic, but it's a classic for a reason. I've never heard someone who had a bad experience watching northern lights. Like, how can you have a bad experience? This is the dream situation you could be in. It has been shown in so many Disney movies and so many classic movies. It is so beautiful and such a rare phenomenon that I would love to witness. I think that's most of the big ones. I have so many others, like really, I have too many dreams, and so little life to achieve all of them. If you would like a part 2, tell me in the comments, because I got way more. We covered the surface, like it's the tip of the iceberg. There is way much more going down. Thank you very much for listening to me yap and watching until the end. Love you!